Hi guys, Jennie with On Fire Fit, and welcome to a new series of shoe reviews. I am looking forward to this because it has been kind of long and coming. This intro video that I'm going to talk about is going to give you a little bit of information about exactly what I am doing in this series. And those of you who know me based on my prior videos or social media know that I don't do things without a message. And the reason for that is I feel like I want to use every opportunity to bring hope or joy or love, and also sometimes just silliness. But I do think that we all desperately need that. And so it is always my intention that I don't leave you with just something very base, but that you have some sort of message to take with you. Interestingly, the way that this whole series came about has a little bit of a background, and I will explain that to you. But in my speaking about this message and the content of my videos, it is very apropos that the person that sent these shoes to me is very adamant that people receive my message, and always is very thoughtful about the fact that people hear the message and don't just see the picture of the shoes or whatever. And so I think it was very appropriate that today would be the day for a pair of heels that were sent by that viewer. So this series is kicking off, like my choice of words, in such a way that it kind of came about over time. The years ago when I first started with On Fire Fit, I had been approached, and I still am, by different people asking if they can send me things, gift me things, send financial whatever. And I've always sort of been grateful but hesitant, because my intention for being here is not to take things or to try to sell things or anything like that. And so I'm really conscious and intentional about what I am doing when I am out in social media, because if I were here just for the financial gain, I probably wouldn't be here, because it's not my intention at all. It's very important to me that the way that God has transformed my life would be a testimony, and whether or not people receive that is completely up to them. I don't have any problem if you're not at that point in your life, but to me it's very important that my testimony not be tarnished by what comes off as like a financial gain or something like that. However, along the way, I had talked to my husband before about how to do shoe videos, and at one point years ago he had said, oh, you should try like putting a pair of shoes with different outfits, and you can kind of explain what outfit you would wear this with, or how you would go about wearing it and things like that. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea, but I sort of put that thought to the side and didn't really pursue it. I had other things I was doing. Then over the years, people still were like, oh, can I send you shoes? And I think it's always something that I struggle, because I know it's out of the goodness of their heart. But I also, as I said, don't want it to become like a thing that then there's an expectation or something else attached to it that I'm not willing or able to do. And so it really was always sort of this thing that I just put on the back burner. Then I received a message from somebody who said, you know what you should do is do shoe reviews, because sometimes people don't know what kind of shoes to get for their wife or their girlfriend, or, are they comfortable? Would you wear those all day? Would you wear them when you go out on a date? How would you wear, a certain type of shoe? So you should do shoe review. And I thought, oh, that's kind of a good idea. So I went and talked to my husband, and he goes, oh, I like that idea. That's a good idea. And of course, it comes with the caveat that I'm not doing shout outs. This isn't about trying to get more shoes or attention for buying me things or anything like that. And so it's strictly just for shoe review purposes. But again, I'm tying it into my little message here because it always comes about this way for me. So this is why we are starting this little series, but it also fit very nicely into a theme that the Lord has brought to my attention recently, and especially even this morning, which was interesting. So in the video later on, and in each of my shoe review videos, I will do a walkway and an outfit shot with different outfits that I've paired these shoes with, or whatever pair of shoes. And then, you can vote which outfit you think looks the best. And I'll give you a little more up close of the shoe, as well as what I think of it, what I would wear it with, and that kind of thing. But I really wanted to get the message here too. So even though I'm doing a shoe review, interestingly, I have had a lot of thoughts as of late, because of what's going on in the world, about being discouraged at times, feeling not hopeless, but you feel like you're on the brink of that, feeling kind of down. That a lot of you know that I have a jaw problem that lingers and goes on. And so sometimes I get discouraged because of pain, or just feeling like there's so much going on in the world. And I noticed that when I feel that way, I sort of get sucked down into this pit, and it just becomes like a constant battle to pull yourself back out. But as I was praying about this, and I got up early this morning, and the Lord led me to very interesting things in videos that I was listening to. And I was like, this is why I've been feeling like this. I need to review what's going on in my mind, and I need to refresh it and renew it, because in the Bible it says we have to constantly be renewing our minds. And I thought, I'm not really paying attention to where my thoughts are. I need to review where my head is, what is going on. I need to refresh it and renew it by the Word of God, because that is my truth. And so I thought, oh, how funny that I'm going through all this thinking, and I'm going, I need to review my mind. I need to review some shoes today. So it kind of all fit together. And it came to my mind, on the computer, when you're doing some work, and maybe you update something that you were searching or fixing on your computer, or maybe you did a Word document or something, and you hit the little refresh button, and it springs out with the new fresh version of whatever it is that you were hoping for. I was like, that is so exactly where my head is. I just need to hit that refresh and renew my mind. And so I thought, somebody out there needs to hear that, because we do have the ability to refresh and renew our minds. And I believe that it's by bringing truth in. Now, the thing that I wanted to talk about today that goes along with that theme is when I was really moving through On Fire Fit, and I've told this story before, but it ties in very nicely to this today and this pair of shoes. As I was really going through this process of deciding what direction I'm going with On Fire Fit, and really I still love health coaching, but I'm really interested in how our minds and our way of living is shaped as we go through our lives, and how sometimes we carry shame from the past, and we have this stigma that we put on ourselves, and it can really pull us down and weigh us down. And years ago, when I was going through this process of, people seem to show interest in my feet, or they like, the shoes that I have, but how is this supposed to work into what I'm giving as a message? It just didn't feel like it fit. And I had several people that are viewers that have brought this message and this word to me over the years. And it also came about one morning that I was reading in the Bible, this Bible verse was the Bible verse that I read. And it was so perfect because I had just been saying, God, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing to bring all of this together. And so it's from the Bible in a book called The Song of Songs or Song of Solomon. And it's from chapter 7. And I'm going to start at verse 1. How beautiful on the mountains are the sandaled feet of this one bringing such good news. You are truly royalty. The way you walk so gracefully in my ways displays such dignity. You are truly the poetry of God, his very handiwork. I was like, are you even kidding me? This is about sandaled feet and bringing good news. I'm like, I had struggled for so long about this concept, and then to see it in the Bible, and I know I've talked about this before, but it still blows me away because right after I got that and I thought, oh Lord, you're so good, like how you bring messages to us and just love us so much. And then later in the day, my husband pulled the Bible off of the dresser, flipped to the Bible. It was a different part of the Bible, but the same verse. How beautiful are the feet of the one who brings good news. And I was like, why? He's never flipped the Bible open in the middle of a conversation and just started reading a verse. And I'm like, why in the world did you do that? And he was like, I just went where the Holy Spirit was telling me to go. And he hadn't even been around when I had read that in the morning that day. So I was like, God, you are such a good God, because if I had any doubt, I know for certain that that was you confirming that verse. And I think what it really did for me is it solidified in my mind that God blesses us with beautiful gifts. He is so good to shower gifts on us, and then it's our choice how we use them. Some people use the gifts that God gave them, and it's for perhaps not the best reasons or not the best motives, and it usually ends up in a pit and they don't feel good. And I've been that way. I've done that too. And the good news is that God is so faithful and patient and loving, and his mercy is new every day. And so he just continues to pursue us, and he just continues to love us until we say, I surrender. Your love is better than anything else I have ever come across. And so therefore, I would rather do it your way. And it just produces so much more peace and joy. And so I just really encourage you today that review your mind, review where your thinking is, refresh it and renew it, knowing that the Lord loves you so much and he will continue to pursue you forevermore. And as we do this little series, I'm going to kind of bring in some of these messages, and I hope that it kind of touches you in some way. We are going to do the actual shoe review, but I thank you for listening to my message. And now on with the review. This is a pair. I do not have this brand up until this point, called Cape Robbin. And they are a really pretty mint green. And they are the apple of my daughter's eye. Boy, she saw these shoes. My daughter has a larger foot than me, but she saw these shoes and she was like, oh, do they fit you? I hope they don't fit you. I want those shoes. Very cute little strappy shoe. So review. All right. So this little strap that goes around my ankle, I would consider, I don't know if they're narrow, petite ankles. So the strap does tend to be a bit short. Okay, so I have it on the smallest, like there's not, there's no way I could buckle it way up to here. I definitely had to buckle it on the last buckle. And if you have or your girlfriend or wife has a thicker ankle, I'm not sure if these would fit very well because that is kind of a short little strap. or I don't know who fits into it back to this point. Because I don't think I have a fat ankle. But anyway, but they are really easy to walk in. You'll see at the very end when I do the walkway. They're really easy to walk in. They're really comfortable, actually. And the strap does not bother me at all as far as like movement. So, you know, all of this rotation and flexing and stuff doesn't hurt, because sometimes if the strap is too tight or if it hits your ankle bone wrong, you know, it can hurt. But these are really comfortable. The outfits that I'm wearing it with, I just thought one is a spring dress. I have some white slacks, and then I tried it with a black dress, and you'll see those in a minute. But I would wear these not to work because I can't wear open toe, but summertime I would wear it with slacks, dresses, and I think I could wear these for a pretty good long time without any problems. So, all right, let's go take a walk. And here they are paired with the white jeans, and I would say this is probably my favorite look, but I would love for you all to vote in the comments. Let me know which outfit you like best, or maybe you have another idea. I kept the sound on in the background because that way you can kind of hear what the sound of the shoe makes on the ground, but I apologize because I think my neighbor was slamming the gate and all kinds of other noises in the background. But this is a sundress. It's not really summertime as I'm filming this, but we do have a little warmer weather today. And so I thought it went well with this green summer dress. And now just a simple black dress. Sometimes fun to have a little contrasting color with black, something to kind of change up the outfit. I would probably do a black purse and just let the shoes stand alone. So what do you think? And here at the end, I will show you the outfits with the shoes. And so I thank you so much for being with me for this new series. And I hope that you are living your life on fire.